Welcome to my channel. My name is Alex Rivera. 28 years old, broke graphic designer, decent jawline, soft eyes, the kind of guy people describe as sweet, when they're trying not to say forgettable. I live in a 4th floor walk-up in Bushwick with my girlfriend of 4 years, Isabella Ortiz, pre-med, night shift ER nurse, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and the only person on earth who still believes I'm going to make it one day. She's wrong. I'm drowning. Rent is late again, my freelance clients ghosted me weeks ago, and the credit cards are maxed out paying for her textbooks. I'm one missed shift away from losing everything. That's why, at 2:17 a.m., when the unknown number lights up my cracked phone screen with the strangest job offer I've ever seen, my heart doesn't just skip. It slams against my ribs like it's trying to escape. Mr. Rivera. My name is Evelyn Voss. I am prepared to offer you $150,000 for 3 months of exclusive, live-in employment. The position begins tomorrow evening. There is one non-negotiable condition. For the duration of your employment, you will present yourself exclusively as a woman. Full feminine presentation at all times. No exceptions. Reply yes, Mistress Voss, if you accept. A car will collect you at 8 p.m. Do not ask questions. Do not negotiate. Time is running out. I stare at the words until they blur. Evelyn Voss. Even I've heard of her, old money heiress, tabloid ghost, owner of half the penthouses on Billionaires Row. She vanished from public life 10 years ago after her husband died in a sailing accident. Some say she's sick. Some say she's insane. Some say she never leaves the 57th floor anymore. None of the rumors explain why she wants me. Or why she wants me. Like that. Because here's the part I've never told a soul. When I was 12, I stole my cousin's communion dress from the laundry basket and wore it in the dark. I was 16 when I ordered my first pair of panties online with a prepaid Visa and nearly had a heart attack waiting for the package. I was 21 when I spent an entire weekend in a motel as Alexa, walking to the vending machine in stockings and a sundress, terrified and euphoric at the same time. I thought I'd buried her. Alexa. The girl I only let out when Isabella was working double shifts and the apartment was empty and the guilt got so loud I had to drown it in lipstick and lace. But Evelyn Voss knows. She has to know. How else could she write that message like she was inside my head? I look across the dark bedroom. Isabella is curled on her side, breathing soft and steady, one arm stretched toward my empty half of the bed. Tomorrow she works another 12-hour shift. She won't be home until after 9. I type the 2 words before I can talk myself out of it. Yes, Mistress Voss. The reply is instant. Car will be black. Driver will not speak. Bring nothing but yourself. Everything you need will be provided. Welcome, Alexa. My stomach drops so hard I taste metal. At 7:59 p.m. the next evening I'm standing on the sidewalk in jeans and a hoodie, duffel bag at my feet even though the instructions said not to bring anything. My legs won't stop shaking. The Rolls-Royce Phantom glides up, silent as a shark. The rear door opens by itself. Inside it smells like leather and something floral and expensive. I slide in. The door shuts. The car pulls away before I can change my mind. No driver in the front. Just a privacy screen, black glass. Music plays, slow, haunting piano. On the seat beside me is a single red box tied with black satin ribbon and a note in elegant handwriting. Open when you are ready to begin. Do not open early. I wait until we're on the bridge, Manhattan glittering like broken glass across the water, before I untie the ribbon. Inside the box, a lace choker with a tiny silver charm, a pair of sheer black stockings still in their package, and a single tube of deep crimson lipstick. My hands shake so badly I almost drop the lipstick. I roll it between my fingers like a bullet. Then I pull down the vanity mirror, uncap it, and paint my lips for the first time in 2 years. The color is perfect. The girl staring back at me looks terrified. The car climbs higher and higher until the city disappears beneath a layer of clouds. We stop at a private elevator that opens directly into the sky. The doors close. My ears pop. When they open again, I'm standing in a marble foyer the size of a cathedral. And she's waiting. Evelyn Voss is taller than I expected, maybe 6 feet in her heels, silver hair swept into a severe chignon, wearing a charcoal silk dress that costs more than my entire existence. Her eyes are ice blue and they cut straight through me. "Alexa," she says, tasting the name. "Much better. Come." She doesn't wait to see if I follow. I follow. She leads me through rooms that don't look real, walls of glass, a fireplace big enough to park a car in, a grand piano no one plays. Finally, we reach a bedroom twice the size of my apartment. One wall is all mirrors. A 4-poster bed dominates the center, draped in black satin. On it, outfits laid out like museum pieces. "Strip," Evelyn says, not unkindly. I hesitate. "Now, Alexa." Modesty is a luxury you surrendered the moment you stepped into my elevator. My fingers go numb as I pull off the hoodie, the t-shirt, the jeans. I'm standing in my boxers and shaking when she circles me like a sculptor inspecting marble. "Turn around." I do. She makes a soft, approving sound. "You'll do nicely. The bones are there. The desperation is better." She gestures to a door. "Bathroom. Everything you need is inside. You have 40 minutes to become the girl in the photographs I sent myself. If you are not perfect, the deal is off and you will be driven home with nothing but the memory of how close you came. Do you understand?" I nod. "Words, Alexa." "Yes, Mistress Voss." The bathroom is bigger than my childhood home. Heated floors, a rainfall shower already running, a vanity lit like a movie set. On the counter, foundation exactly my shade, contour kits, false lashes, a wig the color of dark honey hanging on a stand. A note in the same handwriting. "Begin." I strip the rest of the way and step under the water. It's so hot it hurts and I welcome the pain. I shave everything, legs, arms, chest, the faint shadow I never let grow in anyway. The razor is pink and expensive and leaves my skin smoother than it's ever been. I moisturize. I prime. I contour until the boy in the mirror melts away. The wig is real hair, cool and heavy as it settles over my scalp. I pin it, tease it, spray it until soft waves frame my face. Eyelashes next. My hands have never been this steady. Liner sharp enough to cut glass. Lipstick again, blotted, reapplied. Then the outfit. Black satin corset dress, laced so tight I can barely breathe. Stockings with seams up the back that I line up religiously. 4-inch patent heels that make my calves ache just looking at them. A delicate silver anklet with the same tiny A. When I step back and look in the full-length mirror, I don't recognize myself. The girl staring back is stunning. Terrifyingly stunning. The kind of beautiful that makes people nervous. I am Alexa now. There's a knock. Soft. Precise. I open the door. Evelyn Voss smiles for the first time. It's small and sharp and it makes my knees weak. "Perfect," she whispers. "Now come. Dinner is waiting, and we have rules to discuss." She leads me, click 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 of my heels on marble, into a dining room lit only by candles. The table is set for 2. She pulls out my chair like I'm royalty. I sit. The corset forces me upright, shoulders back, chest out. I've never had posture this good. A woman in a maid's uniform, black dress, white apron, silent, serves the first course. Something with truffles. It tastes like money. Evelyn watches me eat. "Rule 1, she says. You will speak only when spoken to. Your voice is lovely, but it must be trained. We'll work on that." I nod. "Rule 2. You belong to me for 90 days. Your body, your time, your secrets. All mine." Another nod. "Rule 3. You will never lie to me. I will know." I swallow. "Yes, mistress." "Good girl." The words hit me low in the stomach, warm and electric. I hate how much I like them. Dinner stretches on forever. She asks questions, soft, surgical. When did I first know? How often do I dress when no one's home? Have I ever been caught? Do I touch myself when I'm her? I answer everything. The truth spills out like I've been drugged. When the plates are cleared, she stands. "Tomorrow your training begins. You will learn to walk, to speak, to exist as the woman you were too afraid to be. And in exchange I will pay you enough to buy your pretty little girlfriend the life she deserves. My head snaps up. How do you know about Isabella? Evelyn smiles again, colder this time. I know everything, Alexa. That's why you're here. She leaves me alone in the dining room with a glass of dessert wine and a heart racing so fast I'm afraid it will crack a rib. That night I sleep in the black satin bed, still in full makeup because I'm too scared to take it off. The sheets smell like her, jasmine and smoke. I lie awake staring at the ceiling, terrified and alive in a way I've never been. I think of Isabella, asleep in our shitty apartment, probably texting me goodnight right now and getting no reply because my phone is gone. I think of the money. I think of the girl in the mirror who looked like she could rule the world if she wasn't so afraid of being seen. And somewhere around 4 a.m. I start to cry, silent, corseted, crimson-lipped tears that ruin the pillow but feel like the first honest thing I've done in years. Day 2 begins at 6 a.m. with a soft knock. A different maid, younger, Asian, eyes downcast, wheels in a breakfast cart and lays out today's outfit, a cream pencil skirt, silk blouse the color of rose, nude heels even higher than yesterday's. There's a note. Wear these to the salon. Do not speak unless spoken to. You are being watched. I learn quickly that everything here is a test. The salon is on the 55th floor. 3 stylists descend on me like beautiful wolves, waxing, plucking, shaping. They pierce my ears without asking. They paint my nails the same crimson as my lips. They teach me how to sit with my knees together, how to cross my legs at the ankle, how to hold a teacup like I was born to it. By noon I can't remember what Alex's voice sounded like. Afternoons are voice training with a woman named Madame Claire who makes me read French poetry aloud until my throat aches and my voice settles into something soft and husky and undeniably female. Evenings are Evelyn. Some nights she dresses me like a 1950s housewife and makes me cook dinner while she watches from the counter, sipping gin. Some nights she puts me in latex and leather and parades me through the apartment on a leash just to see if I'll safe word. I never do. Some nights she simply sits on the edge of my bed and brushes my hair. 100 strokes, no more, no less, and tells me about her husband who died and the child they never had and the emptiness that money can't fill. Those are the nights I almost break and tell her I'm falling in love with the cage she built for me. But I don't. Because every day I get a new bank alert, another $5,000 deposited into the account I set up for Isabella. 30 days in and we're already at $50,000. 60 days and the loans will be gone. 90 days and I can buy her the ring, the honeymoon, the life. I just have to survive being someone else. And then comes the night everything almost ends. It's day 43. Evelyn is hosting a small dinner party, just 8 guests, all women, all terrifyingly rich and beautiful. I'm to play hostess. The dress is emerald silk, backless, slit up to here. My hair is swept up, diamonds at my throat that probably cost more than Brooklyn. I circulate with champagne, smiling, laughing at jokes I don't understand in languages I don't speak. I am flawless. Until I turn and see her. Isabella. Standing in the foyer in her scrubs, hair in a messy bun, eyes wide with confusion and hurt. Evelyn invited her. Of course she did. Isabella's gaze locks on me and for one endless second I think she doesn't recognize me. Then her mouth forms my name, Alex. But no sound comes out. Evelyn's hand settles on my waist like a claim. Isabella, darling, she says smoothly. Allow me to introduce my companion, Alexa Voss. The room goes silent. Isabella stares at the girl in the emerald dress, at the legs, the waist, the face she's kissed 1,000 times made foreign by contour and shadow. I can't breathe. Isabella takes one step forward, then another. Her eyes fill with tears. Alex. She whispers, broken. Evelyn's grip tightens. I believe you're mistaken. Alexa is my... But Isabella is already moving, reaching for me, and I panic. I turn and run, heels clacking, dress ripping at the slit, straight through the nearest door and into the service corridor. I slam it behind me and slide down the wall, gasping, corset crushing my ribs. Behind the door I hear Evelyn's calm voice, give her a moment. She's shy. Then softer, to someone else, Clean this up. I don't wait to hear more. I kick off the heels, hike up the ruined dress, and sprint barefoot through the staff hallways I've memorized over 6 weeks of secret exploration. I know where the service elevator is. I know it opens into the parking garage. I have to get out. I have to explain. I have to. The elevator doors slide open. Standing inside is the young maid who brings my breakfast every morning. She looks at my tear-streaked face, my bare feet, the emerald silk clutched in my fists. She steps aside. Going down, Miss Alexa? I stumble inside. The doors close. As we descend 57 floors in silence, she reaches into her apron and pulls out a pair of ballet flats, my size, and a hoodie. Ms. Voss keeps spares, she says quietly. For emergencies. I want to laugh or cry or both. The elevator opens into the garage. A black town car idles, trunk open. Inside, my old duffel bag from the first night, my phone, my wallet. And a note in Evelyn's handwriting. You failed the test. But I'm not done with you yet. Run if you want. I'll see you soon. E. The maid closes the trunk. The car will take you anywhere you want to go, she says. But Miss Isabella left 10 minutes ago. She was crying. I look at the elevator, at the car, at the city waiting beyond. I'm still wearing the emerald dress. My makeup is ruined. My feet are bleeding. And I have no idea who I am anymore. The driver meets my eyes in the rearview mirror. Where to, miss? I open my mouth. The screen fades to black.